Your thoughts have great power over your life, as Marcus Aurelius expressed. Every day, your mind is active, generating a multitude of approximately 60,000 thoughts. Surprising, right? However, here's the surprising thing: a significant portion of these thoughts are silent intruders that can influence how we feel and react to the world around us. According to scientific research, approximately 70% of these thoughts tend to be negative, known as automatic negative thoughts, ANP. Why is this happening? From an evolutionary perspective, our ancestors needed to be alert to dangers and threats to survive, therefore, they developed this negative bias. Although in the modern world, where physical dangers are not as prominent, these PNAs can cause more harm than good. They immerse us in cycles of doubt, insecurity, and fear. However, you are not alone in this challenge. We all face these silent intruders. Fortunately, there are ways to face them and change that mental tuning towards more positive and harmonious thoughts. Stay until the end, because in the following chapters, you will discover how to do it. Additionally, at the end, I will provide you with a series of practical exercises that you can incorporate into your daily routine. By the way, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. In the first chapter, we find ourselves inside a bright room, where a dark and ominous shadow is cast on the wall behind us. Even if we don't see it directly, we know it is present. This scenario illustrates how automatic negative thoughts, ANP, can silently influence our behavior and perception of the world, like a shadow that, without us realizing it, changes our reality. In the vast field of psychology, experts highlight a fundamental point: everyone, absolutely everyone, has experienced these thoughts at some point. It is crucial to understand that while some only face these shadows occasionally, for others they become a constant burden, an unwanted presence that continually manifests itself. The repercussions of these shadows on our mood and daily life can be devastating. The renowned psychologist Paz de Rota describes PNAs as brief, spontaneous, and sudden messages that our mind generates, even if we do not consciously create them. Despite their lack of real foundations, we give them absolute credibility, which is dangerous. By allowing them space in our minds, they have the power to trigger harmful emotions such as anxiety, guilt, anger, shame, sadness, and disappointment. Furthermore, these negative thoughts can manifest themselves in physical symptoms such as headaches, tachycardia, fatigue, and insomnia. Its consequences extend to our actions, causing inappropriate behaviors such as avoidance, insecurity, and indecision. They can even undermine our self-esteem and cause conflict in vital areas of our lives. Imagine having poor work performance due to constant irritability caused by these thoughts. The impact of negative thoughts is comparable to that of a small meteorite that, although it may seem harmless, wreaks dramatic havoc on our lives. If we believe that we will not be selected for a job because we have nothing valuable to offer, that idea becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Now, where do these shadows that haunt our minds come from? The answer is complex and may involve natural predispositions, the influence of negative models, or even past traumatic experiences. Furthermore, people with high levels of self-demand, need for acceptance, and excessive control are also prone to these negative thoughts. Knowing our enemy is the first step to confronting it. In the second chapter, we explore the valuable lessons about the mind taught by the Stoic philosophers, who addressed the mysteries of the human mind with exceptional clarity and wisdom. For the Stoics, the mind was not an enemy, but a powerful tool. They understood that our thoughts and emotions are neither inherently good nor bad, but rather their valence depends on our interpretation of them. They argued that while we cannot control external events, we do have the power to control our reaction to them. According to Stoic philosophy, suffering arises not from the events themselves, but from our interpretation of those events. As the Stoic Epictetus said, it is not things that disturb people, but their opinions about those things. In other words, power lies in our perception. Marcus Aurelius, another prominent Stoic, stated that the happiness of your life is determined by the quality of your thoughts, urging us to be aware of what we allow to pass through our minds. Stoicism does not seek to suppress emotions, but rather to understand and manage them properly. As Seneca expressed, it is not about not feeling, but about feeling and not being enslaved by it. These teachings remind us that, although we cannot avoid negative thoughts and emotions, we can control our response to them. Instead of being swept along by the current of the mind, we can learn to navigate its waters with skill and determination. Armed with the wisdom of the Stoics, I invite you to dive deeper into the essence of this philosophy and its practical application to manage our thoughts and emotions. In the third chapter, we delve into the internal battle of our beliefs and values. Imagine your mind as a field where seeds are sown daily. These seeds represent our beliefs and values, fundamental to determining how our mental garden will flourish. If the seeds are loaded with fear, doubt, or negativity, that is what will predominate in our mind. But if they are impregnated with love, trust, and positivity, that will be the panorama that will predominate in our minds. Our beliefs are powerful. They act like the software that guides the functioning of our mind. If we believe that we are insufficient, that life is unfair, or that bad luck is always with us, we create that reality for ourselves. On the other hand, if we trust in our value, in our opportunities, and in our ability to learn and grow, our path will be illuminated by light and possibility. Values, for their part, are the programming that we decide to follow, the principles and standards that guide us in life and determine our reactions to different situations. However, even the most deeply held beliefs and values must be questioned regularly. As Socrates taught us with his maxim "Know thyself," it is essential to review and, if necessary, adjust our beliefs and values so that they remain relevant and drive us in our personal evolution. Coherence between what we think, feel, and do is essential for an authentic life. By understanding and aligning our beliefs and values, we create an internal compass that guides us through life's challenges and joys. This also improves the quality of our thoughts and builds a resilient and prosperous mind. However, understanding and managing our beliefs and values is just the beginning. In the 4th chapter, we dive into the transition from darkness to light through PMA, or positive mental attitude. Have you ever witnessed a sunrise? The sky, initially dark, gradually lights up with golden and pink flashes. The amp is like that first light that dispels the darkness, showing us that beyond the night there is always a new beginning. Positive mental attitude goes beyond simply thinking positive. It is a cultivated and conscious disposition towards life and its challenges. It means seeing the glass half full instead of half empty, without denying the existence of space without water. It's about focusing on solutions rather than problems, believing in yourself and the infinite possibilities the world offers, even when we face obstacles. So how do we change our mindset to adopt this attitude? First, we must be conscious observers of our own thoughts. By doing so, we can identify the narratives we tell ourselves and begin to rewrite them. It is a daily practice where we choose to see the goodness, learning, and opportunities in every situation. It is important to clarify that having a positive mental attitude does not mean ignoring reality. Problems, challenges, and setbacks are inherent to life. However, a positive mindset reminds us that life is about solving better and better problems. While some see a problem as an insurmountable obstacle, those who adopt an MPA see it as an opportunity to grow and learn. Throughout history, many outstanding individuals have not necessarily been the most talented or resourceful, but rather those with the ability to maintain a positive outlook even in the face of adversity. AMP is that spark that ignites passion, resilience, and determination to keep going, no matter what comes your way. Where does a person get this kind of attitude? As Earl Nightingale expressed in his book, The Magic Word, the easiest and most efficient means of forming the habit of a good attitude is to begin behaving as if we already have a good attitude. If you've never tried it, you'll be surprised what will happen. If you're enjoying what you've seen so far, I encourage you to show your support by clicking the I like it, which you will find just below. Your support is essential so we can continue bringing you quality content. In the 5th chapter, we dive into the transition from darkness to light through PMA, or positive mental attitude. Have you ever witnessed a sunrise? The sky, initially dark, gradually lights up with golden and pink flashes. The amp is like that first light that dispels the darkness, showing us that beyond the night there is always a new beginning. Positive mental attitude goes beyond simply thinking positive. It is a cultivated and conscious disposition towards life and its challenges. It means seeing the glass half full instead of half empty, without denying the existence of space without water. It's about focusing on solutions rather than problems, believing in yourself and the infinite possibilities the world offers, even when we face obstacles. So how do we change our mindset to adopt this attitude? First, we must be conscious observers of our own thoughts. By doing so, we can identify the narratives we tell ourselves and begin to rewrite them. It is a daily practice where we choose to see the goodness, learning, and opportunities in every situation. It is important to clarify that having a positive mental attitude does not mean ignoring reality. Problems, challenges, and setbacks are inherent to life. However, a positive mindset reminds us that life is about solving better and better problems. While some see a problem as an insurmountable obstacle, those who adopt an MPA see it as an opportunity to grow and learn. Throughout history, many outstanding individuals have not necessarily been the most talented or resourceful, but rather those with the ability to maintain a positive outlook even in the face of adversity. AMP is that spark that ignites passion, resilience, and determination to keep going, no matter what comes your way. Where does a person get this kind of attitude? As Earl Nightingale expressed in his book, The Magic Word, the easiest and most efficient means of forming the habit of a good attitude is to begin behaving as if we already have a good attitude. If you've never tried it, you'll be surprised what will happen. In the 6th chapter, we explore Stoic tools that provide us with guidance in the fight against negative thoughts. These ancient practices still reverberate today, offering us paths to a clearer, calmer mind. Let's start with the first practice, negative visualization or premeditation of evil. Seneca, the famous Stoic philosopher, advised us to imagine the worst possible scenarios not to scare us, but to mentally prepare ourselves to face adversity. This helps us minimize fear and appreciate what we already have. For example, before an important event, we can take a moment to visualize possible setbacks and how we might adapt to them. Let's continue with the second practice, the dichotomy of control, as Epictetus taught. It's about differentiating and accepting what we can control and what we can't. For example, we can make a list of the day's events and categorize them into what is under our control and what is not, and then act or let go, respectively. Let's move on to the third practice, the Stoic journal. Marcus Aurelius left us an example of the reflective power of writing our thoughts. Writing allows us to face our concerns, analyze them, and transform them. We can include questions such as what we did well today, what we could have done better, how we applied Stoic teachings, what challenges we faced and how we overcame them, among others. Let's move on to the fourth practice, memento mori, or remember that you are going to die. Reflecting on our mortality motivates us to live with purpose. We can remember at the beginning of the day that every moment is precious and act accordingly. Finally, the fifth practice, amor fati, or love of destiny. Nietzsche, inspired by the Stoics, invited us to accept and love what life brings us, both the good and the bad. Every time we face an obstacle, we can ask ourselves how we can transform it into an opportunity. These Stoic tools, applied with intention, guide us toward a clearer mind and a life of greater purpose. If you have found this tour of Stoic practices useful, I invite you to continue with the 7th chapter, where I will offer you more exercises to further enhance your mentality. In Chapter 7, we boost your mindset. You have come a long way on this journey towards mastering your mind. Now, I will introduce you to more modern but equally effective techniques for building and maintaining a positive and powerful mindset. These exercises can be easily incorporated into your daily life. Remember that the power lies in constant practice and the conscious decision to choose the mindset with which what do you face every day. Continue this beautiful journey towards mastery of your mind. Concluding our journey and extending our thanks, we have navigated an eye-opening journey together. From understanding the foundations of our mentality to unraveling ancient and contemporary techniques to improve the quality of our thoughts. Let's remember some fundamental pillars of this journey, the influence of our beliefs and values on our mentality, and how these determine the quality of our thoughts and actions. We explore Stoic wisdom and its valuable tools to confront and transform negative thoughts. We also highlight daily practices, from changing our body language to the simple act of gratitude, that have the power to renew our mindset day by day. However, this is just the beginning. Each of us houses a vast internal universe full of experiences, techniques, and wisdom to discover. Comment what you thought of this video, and don't forget to subscribe and activate the notification bell. Until next time.